paid 33 cents for this, 50 cents for that. I added some Cementol, put them both together, and came out with these. I'm gonna show you how I did it right now. Let's go. Hi, my name is Jay Catalano. First, I'm going to take the bigger plastic container and generously add Vaseline to the entire inside of the container, making sure I smooth it out as I wipe it on. Then, I'll do the same to the outside of the smaller plastic container. Notice the gray tape around the smaller container. That tape is my guide to determine how deep I want my concrete vessel to be. I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. Remember to wipe Vaseline on all sides of the container, which will make the demolding process super easy. Now, it's time to take my Cementol and water and mix my mixture. I want to make sure I mix my mixture well so that there are no lumps or clumps. Basically, I want to mix it until my mixture forms a smoothie-like consistency. Then, I'm going to pour my mixture into the bigger container. I'm going to take my smaller container and add several small rocks to the container. The rocks will give the container weight and stability and help push down on the mixture, allowing the mixture to rise and form around the smaller container, which will create the depth of my concrete vessel. Here is the gray line I was talking about before. I want to make sure my mixture doesn't go above that line. Then, I center the small container with my hands and tap on the sides, releasing all of the bubbles in the cement, and hold the container in place for 2 minutes and then let it dry for 3 hours. After it has dried, I remove the small rocks from the smaller container and start to demold. Notice how easy it is to demold the concrete vessel. It took about 15 seconds to remove the center container and about 8 seconds to remove the entire vessel from the bigger container. Then, I inspect the concrete vessel and make sure it looks good to use. Remember the Vaseline I used in the beginning? Well, we'll take care of that in a sec. Once I'm happy, I get a small bowl of water, dip it in, and sand around the outside, bottom, and top of the concrete vessel. I do this so I smoothen out the concrete vessel as well as remove any residual residue from the Vaseline. Once I'm happy, I let it dry and move on to the next step. Now it's time to paint. I take my concrete vessel and place it on the touchless painter that I created and begin to paint the entire concrete vessel black. This is my base color, so I want to make sure I generously apply it using a Taklon brush. I use a Taklon brush because it really helps to smoothen out the paint. Once it's dried, I add a second coat to make it nice and black. Now that it's thoroughly dry, I add a rubber band around the bottom third of the concrete vessel. I use a rubber band so that I can create a wave effect around the vessel by pulling the taut rubber band up every inch or so. This will help make the wave effect. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Then I take my Taklon brush and paint that entire lower third section white, making sure I get in the grooves of the rubber band. I'm also generously applying the white paint over the black base. Once I'm happy with it, I let it dry, paint a second coat, and then I move on. Now that it's dry, I remove the rubber band and thoroughly inspect the entire concrete vessel for any mistakes or errors. Then I take a wooden skewer stick and dip it into the white paint and place dots in various sections of the black portion of my concrete vessel. Basically, I place a dot around the vessel where I feel it looks good. Then, once I'm happy with my vessel, I touch up any missing spots or mistakes I made along the way. Let's take a look at the vessel. And that's it. That's how I take these and make this. And if you enjoyed that, take a look at these videos that are popping up now. They're gonna help you on your concrete candle making journey. Until next time, thanks for watching. Ciao.